You look so bright, and I look so, I don't know, gray or
Oh,
something. Let me see if I can
well,
change my
because
light.
you do realize I have 500 million lights in here, right?
That's true,
And
but
I have daylight bulbs and all the 9 million daylight bulbs too, because I take my pictures for my beads right here too.
oh
So
yeah,
I have to have this spot right here has to have daylight, and it has to have as much light as I can get on it. I have bouncy lights off the wall, and
well,
if they weren't LEDs, believe me, I'd be popping the circuit.
I don't think I can get better.
Yep.
Okay, this is
Well,
just what I've got.
yeah. Well, hi everybody. I don't know that anybody's here yet, but um, I decided, Lisa, I don't like the edge of this.
Uh-huh.
Just don't. So I've got this, and I'm going to put this around the edges. I'm going to
Oh, that
just
look pretty.
I'm just going to fold it around the edge. I'm going to glue it on along the edge like so, and just fold it around. I think
Yeah.
that will make me happy. I hope that will make me happy, because otherwise I'm
Otherwise, you're not going to be happy. We want you to be
well, you know,
happy.
it's just the way the week is going.
Yeah.
So, because believe me, I do not want to buy a new car.
Oh, yes. I
Although
do believe you.
I did see a Jeep the other day that Jeff probably wouldn't object to, but what's really bad is we saw a Jeep while we were somewhere where I don't know, remember where we were. Were we in Maine? I don't remember where we were, but we saw a Jeep. Yeah, I think we were in Maine, and it was the Jeep that Jeffrey has. Oh, blast! Hmm.
Oh, what?
Uh,
Not going to
I
work?
tore. I no, I tore it.
Oh,
I pulled too hard, not thinking about the fact that it's not good. Anyways, we had seen a Jeep while we were in Maine, and it was a little too pricey, but we didn't go any further because how do you get it home? Okay, this roll of washi tape's not going to work, I think. So I'll have to get something else because it keeps tearing. And we can't have that.
no.
It's quiet in here today. Are you inking your
I
thing for
am.
me?
I was thinking about painting it, and then I thought, no, I don't want to mess with that. And then I thought, well, I'll do some stuff on, paper and then glue it in, and I didn't want to mess with that. So I decided, well, I'll just do some inking and we'll just call it good.
Okay.
Then it at least looks purposeful.
Okay. There you go. That's the plan, purposeful. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Mhm. I'm trying very carefully to get this tape off of the roll without it tearing. But folding it around a corner is not necessarily working very well. There we go. Maybe that's not the wisest choice. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Hi to anybody that's here. Okay, why do I have two pairs of glasses on my head? Don't know. Okay, let's see here.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. If I tear it, I'm just going to have to deal with it because now I've got it started. Happy Sunday, yes. Barbara, that was a comment, a long comment. She was having a good time watching my haul video this week.
It was a long comment. I liked her comment.
I did too. Now I just need
I
to use
started to
them.
just say ditto what she said.
Yeah, uh-huh. Well,
But then I decided to finish watching it first, and then I didn't comment anything. So, because I haven't completely finished it yet.
well, I haven't. I just have to start using my stuff. That's all there is to it. It's just. It is, however, a hobby to shop for the stuff. You do realize that, right?
Yes, I do, and I
That's
enjoyed
part.
that hobby. I'm
Yes.
trying. I've pretty much given it up, more just
Mhm.
out of necessity. I mean, as far as time and money and
Money.
all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I just don't. I have bought some fibers to spin recently,
Uh-huh.
but other than that, I have not been going thrift store shopping except the once with my brother, and that I went on my birthday. And then one other time, I got a couple of books to show from that time. Um, but that's all. I've decided that's a hobby I have to give up. I have too much stuff already. So
Well, when I have to go out for mom, sometimes I have to stop and not come home right away.
yes, I understand
I
that.
I cannot bring that irritation home. It's just not fair. So, I stop, whether it's Dollar Tree or one of the thrift stores or something like that, and I usually buy something because I just can't seem to come home without it. So, but I have way too much stuff already too. Um, that class with the master, what does she call it? The journal master class or whatever. I can't remember what she calls it. Um, that class is supposed to help us use all our stuff. Well, I had paint out the other day, and all I did was make a big mess. I was not pleased with what I did, but that's there again. Um, Part of it is I'm not taking the time because I have so much other stuff to do.
Right.
Um, and we had sort of a plan for my bead money has certain chores it has to do. So I've been working really hard because we had something we wanted to buy for the motorhome, and if I have to have a new car or a new engine, I'm hoping he can find me an engine. That's what I'm really hoping, is that Brandon can find me an engine, and
Yeah. Hi,
one
Sherry.
that. Hi, Sherry. I haven't looked at chat for a minute because I'm looking down, but um, the deal is finding an engine that can go in without too much fuss. That's
Right.
that's where the problem comes, is the fuss.
Well, I'm going to
I
show
didn't
these
like.
books real quick that I got at the
Okay,
thrift
let me
store.
make it big. Ooh, oh, ooh.
Yeah,
I
you would
don't
love
see
this
that.
book, Tanya.
Uh huh.
It is just the way it's done. Of course, it's one of those DK books. They're always done well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, but the pictures are good, and the explanations and the way it's organized. Everything about this is really well done, I think.
Mm.
The photography is wonderful. I mean, let's just take this for example. In the
Yeah.
background, you've got a dragonfly that you can barely see,
Yep.
but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes all the difference in this picture of this dragonfly just to have something
Yeah.
back there like that doesn't take away from the dragonfly at all. Um,
In other,
so whoever did this book did a great job.
I was going to say, they didn't just give you information; they gave you artistic layout and photos.
Yeah, I mean everything about it. It was somebody cared when they made this book.
Yes, that's yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thrift stores are a good place to find books. Some of the thrift stores, they end up with so many books, but they don't. They charge too much for them, so therefore they don't sell them.
Yeah,
Um, it's one of the thrift stores I like to go to, their books are a quarter. I mean, and they still have a whole little room full of books, but they're a quarter.
Yeah.
So
I used to have a couple like that. Now all of them are expensive. I mean, this book was, I think $1.99.
That would be worth $1.99.
I think it is too. But I mean, it's good for me that their books are high now because it makes me really pick and choose.
Yeah.
Because I have a million books that I don't even have a place for. So, so that was good for me that they're expensive because I just bought these two.
Yeah.
And this one was more. But
oh, that looks interesting though.
it is interesting. This is the order of whoever bought it originally. Paid $34.65 on Amazon for it.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to show any more of that because it actually has somebody's name on it. But anyway, and then it was $25 somewhere. And I think I paid $5.99 for this one. I paid more for it, but I thought I will enjoy reading it, and then I'll give it to Hannah, and she will love it. So
yeah, and it's worth that for a book that you want to read, especially.
Yeah, but it has it has the history of these. I mean, look at this sewing kit. I was trying to get to some more. And there's a needle book with a scissors thing on the back.
On the back. That would be fun to do. Put the scissors thing on the back of a book.
And there's a hole for a thimble. Anyway, I'll just kind of. Here's a bunch of little pin cushions. And here's a yarn. Let's see what they call this.
It either hung on their clothing or on their wrist, and then the yarn would unspool around it.
Yeah, it looks like it hangs from a belt or something.
Yeah, very well could have.
Because the yarn is, wrapped around this part.
It might have hung on their Victorian ladies wore watches on little round, like an eye thing on there, and they often wore a watch on there.
Yeah. Anyway, this is embroidery.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And it could have hung from anything, but I know the knitters, especially now at knitting conventions, they have these really cool little bracelet things that they hang their yarn on so they can knit while they walk around.
And Hannah has thought about making herself something similar to this that the women would have hang. It would have a little purse. It would have all kinds of stuff on it hanging off of their, like a belt around their waist. There's a crochet hooks in a fancy box. And we're talking tiny lace crochet.
Yeah.
And here's some beautiful bobbins for bobbin lace.
Oh, those are pretty.
Here's some tatting shuttles. There's a whole little kit.
It's got everything in it.
Yeah, all kinds of needlework stuff. This is just some cross stitch. This looks like it's a knitting needle with some knitting on it. Teeny.
Huh. And it's put away. That's really odd to have it on that hanger thing. Not sure why it does that, but you know.
The chatelaine is the thing that I was trying to think of that has all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I couldn't remember the word.
And there's another silver knitting needle that has
Lisa.
silver caps on it. They're doing delicate work here. And it may be bigger than it looks. You know, I don't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it says it's 10 inches long. So it's not a lot bigger than it looks.
No.
Anyway, I'll just flip through kind of quickly now. Here's one with the measuring tape and a pin cushion and scissors. I imagine that's a needle box. And a thimble holder. I'm not sure where the thimble holder is. I guess, I don't know. Maybe that looks like a pin cushion, but it also looks like a thimble. So
yeah. Anyway,
and look at these beautiful thread.
If you saw how much thread I have in my house, that would never hold it.
But it would never hold it for me either. And I'm sure I have 100 times less than you do.
Uh-huh.
But
yeah.
In fact, I've got rid of a bunch of mine, but
well, I have to rid of a bunch of mine because all it's doing is getting old.
Yeah, I just kept the ones that were that were old cotton thread on wooden bobbins.
Wooden bobbins, yep. Mm-hmm. That's, yeah. Okay, here we go. This is not working.
And here's a yarn Swift.
Swift. Okay. I knew there was a name for it. I just could never remember it. Uh-oh.
Oh, excuse me.
I was going to show Barbara, I bought one of Linda Berry books at the thrift store for $0.25. Someone had taken out some pages out of it though, which was kind of weird. It's all right to me because, you know, it wasn't a lot of pages. It's just a few. So it's kind of odd that they had taken pages out of it. Apparently that's what the information that they wanted in that particular book. So they kept it and then gave the book away. But I would not take it to I wouldn't take it to the thrift store if I had.
Oh, here's some more. I'll show these and then we're going to call it good for this book.
Oh, aren't those beautiful?
They are gorgeous, like a Fabergé egg with needles and a thimble and scissors in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, it's a great book if you happen to see it. Let me show one other thing while I have the excuse me, the camera.
Okay.
I told y'all I would show you how my avocado stuff turned out.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
The avocado that I dyed in excuse me, goodness gracious, in the just regular tap water. This is what I got. This is regular wool. This is Polworth. This is superwash merino. And I knew superwash merino soaked up dye, but it soaked up so much there wasn't hardly anything left for this.
Oh my goodness.
But the same thing happened with this. This is where I put the rusty thing in it, that I was getting nothing, and then I put the rusty thing in it. And this is also superwash, and this is the Polworth like this. But this is what the wool looked like before I started.
Yeah, well, Russell take most things to that gray hint of whatever it was, but dang,
Yeah.
that came out pretty well.
It's still a very pretty color, even though it,
Oh yeah, it's a
grayed
beautiful
out.
color. It's a beautiful color. Oh, yeah,
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
that's okay, but just don't cough and hurt yourself because that does hurt when you cough too hard. Um, I think it would make good fodder too, Barbara. But at the moment, I haven't finished reading all of it that was there because I just haven't.
Okay, you can go back to where it's both of us.
I'm for some odd
Excuse me.
reason there we go. It wasn't wanting to let me. Um, I told Lisa earlier I just didn't like the way the edges of my book had come out. So I'm putting this washi tape around the edges because it just to me something about it and I have to work in this book. So if I don't like the book at all, I'm going to have to do something and I'll have to do a different book. So instead I decided to fix it. And that's what I'm doing right now. As I'm fixing it,
Hi,
then
Julie.
hi Julie, then I'm going to tie my pages in it and then I can do a page. Um and I hope
When
I
I
haven't
get this
mixed it.
spun up, I'll show it to you spun up. But
Oh yeah. Mhm.
right now, it's just the top that needs to be spun. I haven't decided if I'm going to um, try to mix these and maybe do a variegated something.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Um, I'm not sure, but anyway, when I get it spun up, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll make that decision.
When you get there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad everybody's here today. Julie, I'm sure you probably need coffee. I got up early today because I've been laying there since 5 o'clock trying to go back to sleep and it wasn't working. Jeff has gone off on a Jeep ride. Brandon's gone to work on a pickup truck that he told the guy it was going to have a timing chain, and Brandon doesn't do that stuff. It's you have to have a hoist and a lift and all that stuff. But he's been over to this guy's house a couple times, and he told the guy he was afraid it was just going to have timing, and that's expensive. And so the guy wanted him to do something else, and now he wants him to check something different. And Brandon says, I hate to tell him that it's just probably going to have to be the timing or else. So, but I guess he either gets to put a new engine in my car or I have to buy a new car. So he's going to have some work to do. It's 12:53 a.m. There you go. I have started teaching spinning. Oh, how fun, Lisa.
All right. Who are you are you teaching like individuals or a big class or?
Yeah, it would be nice to get all my sleep, Barbara, but I haven't been sleeping so great. Okay. All right, that's better. I like the edges a little better. I'm not exactly totally in love with this, but I'm not disappointed in it now. So let's tie these in. I did get my other little pages stitched together kind of thing. So I can tie these in. I'm just going to tie them in with these ribbons that I cut off the other thing. So
That's the way I prefer to teach it too. I have tried to teach a group and it works, but you get some that get it fast and some that don't. And so it's harder to do. One or two people at a time is way more fun.
mm-hmm. Barbara's got her new little book ready to go, so that's good. Okay, let's see here. I just cut these off the other day, so I don't know.
Oh, well, this is not going to work.
Oh,
Oh, shoot. Okay.
uh-oh. Not going to work?
Oh, my.
Uh-oh. What do I want to tell you? Take your scissors or a pen or something, and usually you can push down, shoot, right along the edge where it cuts, you can push down. Yeah, like that. But be really careful of your hand. Dang,
It's
stuck.
not moving. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, it's stuck in there. I'm gonna work on
I
both.
thought maybe pushing harder would help, but it doesn't. Okay, well,
all my knitting, to all the knitting classes, I'm busy. Is it, what kind of paper is it?
it is handmade paper.
Ah, yes.
It's thicker than, it's not as thick as cardstock. Well, lightweight cardstock, but it's thicker than regular paper, so I thought it would be okay.
Yeah, they kind of, sometimes they do not like that handmade paper.
Well, it does not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay, it doesn't seem to be broken. It's just not going to work on the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And I will tell you that I had some handmade paper like that came out of some stuff from Dollar Tree.
Uh-huh.
And none of my punches work on it. It's not that thick or anything, but it's just the way the fibers are in those papers.
I don't remember where I ordered this from, but I ordered, it's a whole little packet of it I ordered from somewhere. But, okay, I'm going to have to use different paper then.
Yeah. At least for that circle you are.
Yeah, for this project, I will have to use different paper.
Okay.
I'll have to think about this a minute now.
I'm just using ribbons and making this a tied-in journal here. So, and I just used the pieces I cut off of the other journal. So let's see here. Let's adjust it so that it's over there. Come here. I tied it really, really tight so they would stay in good. I don't want the ones on the bottom to be sticking out too far. So I will cut them off. Die cutting the paper would be better. Yes, but I will also tell you that if you try to use the Thinlits dies, they don't like that either. That kind of paper does not do well on those. Okay, so the next one goes in the middle. I have this. Well, that's good. I did that wrong, but that's okay. I don't care. All right. Okay. Huh. Jeff's home early. That's kind of weird. They must have not been having a good time, or it was just too hot. He came home early last weekend, too, because it was so hot, nobody was having a really great time. Once they stopped for lunch, everybody decided to just go home.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's smarter to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a good time until then, but when they stopped for lunch, they were supposed to, last week, they were supposed to swim in the creek at Blackwater, but um, the creek was so low and getting to the creek was so overgrown that they all decided not to do it. So they all came home. But he usually doesn't get home from the Neglin ride until around 3:30. So yeah, Teresa. Hi, Teresa. I hope I have
Hi,
said hello.
Teresa.
I hope I said hello to everybody. I'm not paying much attention to chat. I'm just
She's
trying
concentrating.
yeah, I'm concentrating. This is harder than you might think. Well, I want to get them as tight as possible because I don't like them being loose in there. But at the same time, this is not my favorite way to bind something. Just FYI. But I had these. I wanted to do this, so that's what I'm doing. And while I was thinking about this last week, I figured out a way. I'll do a way to do a wrap tie so that it might look okay. And I have these fun little strings up here that maybe I can put something on, make charms or something for it for fun. Anyways, I'm glad y'all are here. Okay. Oh, we're so exciting. We're talking even. Like, okay, this is requiring a lot of concentration. I didn't realize that tying in a few signatures was going to take so much work. What's interesting is this blue and the purple are silk ribbon, which is kind of odd for me to have used it for that that composition book, but
Well, I did not do this very good. We've got the same number of holes on this side as this side, but I have a bigger space here than I do there.
oh well.
I think it'll still be okay.
I think it will be fine. And I'm going to have to get up and turn on some fans because it's warm in here today.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, again, did not get that tight as I would like, but it'll be all right. Mostly because I cannot cut it off again because I don't have enough. Well, I guess I could because I could use the other end. Okay, so
I need a smaller needle.
my thought is that when I figure out what I want to tie around this to wrap around it to make a closure, I could just tie it through the middle of these.
Yeah.
And then it just wrap around. So that's kind of what I figured out. I just haven't figured out what I want to tie it up with yet. And I am not sure I'm going to leave those things on there. I may cut them off or fold them in. They could be
fold them in.
Little flip outs because yeah, I like that better. Ta-da, like that.
Yes. That looks good because then it doesn't, they're not going to get damaged sticking out all the time.
Sticking out all the time. And when I wrap it, Twisted. Hi, Twisted, but I'm looking for a name. And I don't remember.
And I am no help.
I haven't streamed enough lately, so well, and I don't think she's on my list or Twisted, hi. I'm really glad that you're here, and if you've given us a name, the proper name to call you, unless you want, you're Samantha. Okay, hi Samantha. Sorry, for some reason, Lisa and I both keep a list.
But our list doesn't even work anymore now. For most people, now that all the @ is gone, it's messed up. Some people.
Yeah, well, most of everybody on there today has an the @ sign on there.
Well, I mean, now that they've started doing the @ instead of your, the way it used to be.
Yeah.
Some people's @ name is different from their channel name.
The list from the channel.
And then I've forgotten a lot of the other ones anyway, because it has been a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm bad. I go off on trips and don't come back. My original plan was to stream while I was on trips, but heck, I don't have time to do that.
Well, my original plan was to stream while you were on trips too, and I haven't managed to be able to do that either. So,
yeah, life just gets in the way. Oh, it's something the other. Oh, I know. I had spoken to a little gallery here in town about the possibility of selling some of my journals. That was 2 years ago, because I have been too busy with Jeff's dad and my mom and all that to even talk to him about it again.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, you were definitely busy.
Yeah, it's been busy. I like this. That's going to work out well. Okay, so last week I did do one page in here. I don't know where it went to, but I did do one. There it is. It's right there. Which I really think it came out pretty good. But in doing this stuff on to put this edge on, I ended up with these pieces of washi tape. So I think they have to go in my book today. So we'll see what I'm going to do with them. But that means I need to find some scraps that go with that. This is my little bits bin. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, somebody asked what I was doing and I lost it, but
I saw a thing on Pinterest. I decided I wanted to play with a little bit, and I was going to do that until Tanya was ready to work on the little book, and then
And now you're in the middle, so that's okay. Probably more fun. You could always put that in your little book when you're done with it.
I could.
But you had a
I could
different
just do
plan for it?
Well, I was going to keep it this size.
Oh.
Because of the way the way that I was planning to do it,
Uh-huh.
I was going to interact between these three circles.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait
And
to show me.
Do what?
I can't wait to see it. I'm just waiting to see it. I'm watching you. I am watching you. Okay, I'm watching.
Okay. I guess I have to kind of go ahead and do it now, don't I?
Yes, you do. She thinks I'm kidding.
Well, I wanted to use that handmade paper because I knew that the thread wouldn't rip through it as easy.
Yeah.
As it might this. But I'll just have to be gentle.
It's not going to work, huh? Yep. In all honesty, it almost takes a steel rule die to get through some of that handmade paper.
The thing is that handmade paper, when I picked it up to use it, I thought, oh, this is too thin.
Yeah.
It's, but it doesn't matter how thin it is. It's
the way
fibrous.
Yeah, it's the way the fibers are on there. Well, I really like that, but the color on my piece of washi tape that I want to use isn't going to work, so we'll have to think about it. I could always stamp another one. I'm just doing my little bit spin here, so.
And I'm not measuring these because I don't have time for that or patience. This is just
it's supposed to be fun, and if you had to measure, it might not be fun, huh?
It would not be.
Okay, we might not use the washi tape because for some unknown reason, it's yelling not to be used. It's saying, Tanya, do it this way instead.
Well, listen.
And I'm going
listen to it. Whoever it is, they might know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I know. They all got very quiet. Okay, now let me see, because I need to bring y'all in a little bit so that you can see my page. How is that? Oh, that's better. Okay, I have some bits out of my little bit spin. Now I need a page. I think, yeah, there's the page I was thinking about.
No. Of course, I don't have the things I need. That's the rule for today, I think.
Look at your desk and. Yeah, I was gonna say I have so much mess on my desk. we had a session for that class that I'm taking, so I have stuff all over my studio for that, and that's just making a bigger mess that I already had. And I've been trying to make beads every single day, so it's, it's just all very busy. So, okay, so we need to pin this down a little because it is still, too fluffy. My coloring of the things I pulled, it will go really well with, not that, with this page, and I could put it on that page, but I think what I want to do is put it on this page and then do something different over here. Merriam's Junk Journal. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Junk Journal words. Oh, Junk Journal words. Okay, cool. Oh, that's cool, Lisa.
We'll see. The idea is cool. We'll see if, if the actuality is as cool as the idea is.
Okay, let's see where we can go with this thing.
Trying to keep it flat. But not have it too loose is the hardest thing.
Object. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it was like tagboard or something, this would be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
And I may do a real one to frame and do it in tagboard, but right now this is just a proof of concept, I guess, as much as anything.
And see, Barbara, I don't think I've bought any books for myself since Christmas. Was it Christmas I bought myself books, or was it? It might have been for my birthday. I don't think so, though. I think it was Christmas. Barnes and Noble had a really good sale, and I bought myself a couple of books, but they were books on edible wild plants, so they're real exciting to the art world.
Well, they might be. Most of us have more than one interest.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I showed them off. I
think you did too.
Yeah,
I had one.
I had one of his books already, and I really liked the second one a lot, so I went ahead and got it for myself. Especially, I think it was like half price. It was like really, really reduced. But I don't remember. It's one of those I don't remember it anymore things. Huh. Oh, sorry, I'm off frame. I didn't mean to be. Sorry.
When this lays down flat, it's straight, but then it flips up and it's not so straight anymore. So it's anyway. Like I
Well,
said,
all you
different
have to
paper
do-
would work better.
all you have to do is tape it down to something else.
Okay.
Yeah, Julie, I do that too. I get rid of the name of things, and then I'm sorry I did. I don't like the straight lines on that. So let's see if. Nope, I don't like
I probably should have started with something thicker, but I'm just using what's here.
I was gonna say, you're testing out a thought process. This works for whatever you're doing with it. Hmm. Let's see what else is in here. Maybe there's a scrap of something else.
Lay down. Okay, what happened?
Don't you love it when things are you just can't make them do exactly what you want, right? Uh-huh. Uh-oh,
thinking-
colored pencils are jumping off the desk. That doesn't work. Mm-mm.
I'm thinking that I would be happier just to find something thicker to work with instead of trying to go ahead and finish this and just be
yes.
frustrated the whole time.
Yep, sometimes.
Even if I have to start over.
Yep, I understand that completely.
I think I'm going to. Okay, just take this off and I can start with it. But the point is to weave across this to here and weave across this to here and weave these together and then weave some inside your circles. Excuse me. Okay, but this is not gonna work. I need chipboard. That's what
hops. Goats hop, right?
It's very white and gives a pound of fiber every 3 to 4 months. A bunny.
I'm assuming it's a.
You see that a bunny?
I'm assuming it's a bunny, but goats do hop. So
they do. That's true.
It could
but they don't give fiber every 3 to 4 months.
Well, that's probably true too. I don't know because I've never checked into it. We saw some really cute goats while we were on our trip. They were little pygmy goats. They were cute little baby goats. Can't remember where we were.
What kind, Lisa? What kind of bunnies?
Yes, what kind of bunny? You know what?
I'm assuming they're Angora, but there are several kinds of those.
That works now. Maybe I'll cut these out and see what happens. His name is Gandalf, and yes, he's a giant Angora. He's not yet.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Well, we had
I lived alone, I would do that myself.
Yeah, we had bunnies once. They were not to get fur from, but
were they for eating?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
They
we had
were
some of those when I
giant.
was a kid too. It was
We
very
had
traumatic for me.
we had giant white Australian white rabbits. They can get up to 35 pounds. And they were a pain in my Jeff was traveling then a lot. He worked for a photographer that they did what do you call it? Big industrial uh, companies, manufacturing companies. They did weaving. They all up through the South, and this company traveled and they did yearly, what do you call it, employee photos. Okay, so they would take 300-400 photos in a day, that kind of thing. And he was traveling a lot, and those bloody buddies would get out. And he came home one time, I had, and you can't, once they get out, you cannot put them back together. Okay, if they are together and they're that way from the very beginning, they're okay. But if you take them out and then put them back together, they will kill each other. That's just plain simple. So he's traveling, and they get out, and I have one in a garbage can, I have one in a box, I have one in a milk crate with a board over it. I mean, it was a nightmare.
Sounds like it.
And he of course kind of thought it was funny, but that's just not gonna cut it. And then when it came time to do what he had to do, he didn't like that part either. So that was the end of that. We also
Yeah.
had chickens, and while he was gone, Possum got to the chickens. But I had a very good neighbor that was a very good shot. He took care of that bloody possum for me. It was never ending while Jeff was gone that year. Something was always wrong. Okay. There, I think that's going to be it, but I need to ink things. Rabbits too, yes. Later on, we used to eat rabbit fairly often, but back then, I could buy it at Winn-Dixie, farm raised. Oh, that will be perfect for that project, Lisa, if you can punch the holes in it. Isn't that
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. And especially after we had Brandon, later on, after we had Brandon being allergic to so many foods, when I could buy rabbit, guinea hen, and some other things like that at Winn-Dixie, we ate those things fairly often. I do not like wild rabbit, however, not at all.
I don't know what's going on here, but this is not straight.
Uh-oh. It has just shifted somehow.
Well, it doesn't, it feels like I've got it really tight.
Okay, so here's my problem. I need to find out if this color is going to be the right color, because I still haven't found my ink pads.
Well, we're just going to use it anyway because nothing I do is straight, so I might as well just accept that.
The opportunity just fell into your hands, so.
What color, Lisa?
Oh, that's. I'm guessing white, but didn't she say white?
Oh, I didn't see it.
I'm not. I'm not sure. She might have said, and I didn't pay close enough attention.
She just said his name's Gandalf.
Yeah.
All right. Ruby-eyed white. Okay. Well, you can dye his fur any color you want.
Yeah. He would be a good lawnmower too. Uh-huh. Yeah, except gotta be careful out in the middle of nowhere with even
With
here.
eagles and hawks and wolves
I couldn't leave a bunny outside not protected because we have a hawk that regularly takes out other birds outside. There's a pair, and they nest in one of the local trees. Okay, so a little bit of ink on there. I'm happy with that. But I think I want, I have, I think this is what I want to use. Yeah, that will do. Okay, I want to ink this. He won't eat dandelions, parsley, cucumber, or bok choy. Okay, so you have a picky rabbit. Is that what you're telling me? Mm-hmm. He would probably eat them if he was hungry. Oh dear. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eagles. That's what I figured, Lisa. Dandelions, parsley, cucumber, or bok choy. Now, I'm not real fond of parsley, but the other things I don't mind eating. Okay, who needs what from me? Okay. Let's see if we can glue this together now. Or if I have lost my breath. He thinks he's a dog. that kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm. I take it someone else had him and couldn't keep him. Or I'm guessing that's what I guess I'm saying. I'm guessing someone else had him and couldn't keep him. I think I did that slightly wrong. Oh well, that's okay.
Boy, this one's going to be even wonkier
More
holes
wonky?
than the other one because I'm tired now.
No, the breeder, a friend, decided he wasn't quite show worthy. Ah, okay. Well, that's cool, kind of.
Angora goats would be fun too, but you get probably more fiber per time, but you don't get it as often.
Well, and they require a little more space than a rabbit.
Yes, they do.
Um,
But they will give yummy fiber. It's just a completely different kind.
yeah. So she's had him a while. She just hadn't told me about him, I guess.
Okay, keeping it a secret.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't been here since I got home. And I'm guessing she probably got him while we were gone, because
Well, it sounds like she's had him a little over 3 months, so she probably did get him while you were gone.
We were gone. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're going to have some words for this, though. We just have to, because, we just do. We just do.
Okay. Just gotta have some words.
Yep. Memorial Weekend, yeah, and we were in New York Memorial Weekend. Yeah, goats, period, are a pain, just so everyone knows this. I don't know, Lisa, do you remember when we were little, Dad having goats? You may have been too little because I don't remember. I couldn't have been very old. We had them when we were on the farm. Words right there, I think, right there. Words, I need some words. No. Okay. Do you remember? Okay. Do you remember the farmhouse much at all, Lisa? Do you remember where the garden sat out to the side of the house and out, not quite all the way past the garden towards the railroad tracks? Yeah, you were very young. Very, very young then. Anyways, there was a barn out towards the railroad tracks from the house. And I don't know why Dad got goats. I really don't remember. I just remember that they got into everything, they chewed on everything, and they ate stuff in that barn that was not supposed to be eaten. Okay, there was the barn that was out there was raised up off the ground. Yep, it was up on blocks. They would chew on the wood of the barn until it was a mess. And then they would get in there because goats can get places you can't imagine. And they would chew on things they weren't supposed to get to. And it was just a nightmare. He got them, I think, because he thought, oh, they'll mow the grass, and he wouldn't have to. Okay, I have to have, oh, Okay, I already got it. I opened it, and right here it says "Learning to Fly." So that's what we're going to do.
Perfect.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and they will chew themselves. Okay, I will tell you, rabbits will chew through um not chicken wire. What is that other wire that's like quarter-inch squares, half-inch squares? Chicken wire's thin, but that grid stuff that's like half-inch squares, they will chew through that stuff. You'd be better off with sheep for mowing the grass, probably, Julie. Okay, I'm going to put this right there. Yes, that's what I want.
I told Darren once I wanted a sheep,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "We're not getting a sheep." I said, "It would mow the grass." He goes, "Yeah, but I'd have to build a fence in the front in order to keep it in to mow the grass. We're not getting a sheep." Okay.
Yeah.
Sounded like a good idea to me and Hannah.
Of course. Uh-huh. Okay.
Whoops. Pay attention what you got here. No, no, not like that.
Uh-oh. I can hear baby doll Southdown sheep are great for clearing weeds in orchard scrapes and
Oh, they're cute as all get out. They're so cute.
when we were in New York and went to oh, what is that thing we went to with Stephanie?
Is it
With
Rhinebeck?
you. Yes, Rhinebeck. We went to I've been to Rhinebeck twice now. The first time was a lot more fun than the second time. Quite frankly, I didn't find it as interesting the second time. They've lost. How can I put this? They lost some of the other fiber arts besides just sheep and wool kind of thing. There, the first time I was there, there was. Mm, I'm trying to think how to explain it. Anyways, I can't really explain it, but the it. We watched a demonstration of the herding dogs. And one of the things they were talking about was that several of the people that were doing those demonstrations, they take their sheep and they move them. That the big solar farms that are in New York,
Yeah.
they, the solar panels are on these things that tilt like this to
Right.
follow the sun at most of those big solar farms. Anyways, they have grass under them. Okay, so that has to be cleared out, and so they take their sheep to these solar farms where the sheep eat all that grass, and then they move them to the next solar farm. And so the sheep herders and the solar farms have kind of a thing
symbiotic
going.
relationship.
Yeah, and apparently it works really well. The knitters have taken it over, so it's way more yarn now, and other things have gone. Yeah, Lisa, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. And it was kind of like just yarn and just wool. Where the first time we were there, okay, so when I went to Stitches, which is a knitting convention, purely and simple knitting convention, a lot of the yarns there were artistic yarns.
Right.
Including an artist that does wire inside of almost all her yarns, which was very cool. And when I first went to Rhinebeck, there was people like that there that had fibers and yarns that were other than just for knitters. There were tool makers there for all kinds of needlework kind of crafts. It was just more. It was just more. Okay, that's my page. I'm really liking it.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You said I'm liking it, but that didn't sound final, even though you
Oh,
said
yeah.
that's my page.
That's my page. It's done. I'm happy.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
I
I'm
told
liking it. Sounded different than I like it. Does that make
yeah, oh,
sense?
I like it. I'm happy. I'm happy, happy.
Okay, good.
This page over here, because it kind of coordinates, I'll probably do something very bland on it. You know what I'm saying? But not today. Don't know what I'm going to do to the rest of the day. But first, I have to put a date in here. That, and I need to put this stuff away. Back in my little bits bin. My bits bin has not gone down at all. I don't know. I don't know why it stays so full. I use it. Thanks, Julie. But I got to put the date on here. And what is the date? The 23rd, August. August 23rd, 2026. Bit spread. It's my little scrap bin from off my table. I don't want to say it's the trash bin because
it's not trash.
It's definitely not trash. You know, it's definitely. Okay, so I have these pieces that I have to do something with because I don't want to put them. They won't go in the bits bin. So I'm going to just stick them to a page somewhere for another day.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, then I add more and more. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Now, if you did this with your holes closer together, and a lot of the ones I saw had the holes really close together, but they had a better way to make their holes and practice.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But,
I'm pretty sure that you'll, you know, if you wanted to do a finished piece, you would just probably figure out how to do it more
without being in a hurry.
accurately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of these I saw were done on canvases.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Like I said, I'm just sticking this down on this page. And I'm going to stick these pieces over here. And do something with it another day. Yeah, at least I rarely throw anything away, so that's part of the problem. There, that will be some page another day. It's just got something on it. Oh, I just found another bit that, from the other day. Something else I was doing. So, okay. So, there's today's page. Where's last week's page? Last week's page is in here somewhere. That was last week's page. I wonder, maybe I should find a closure for this. That might be a good thing to work on, huh?
Yeah. If you don't have something else already planned, you might as well.
So I have 500 million half-finished projects that need to be dealt with, but no, I don't have anything. Okay, this is fabric, yarn, twine, whatever that I made a while back. This is paper one. That's a paper one. Let's see what this looks like. There's the end. Well, it's in there pretty good.
Oh, breed. I thought you were saying bread, Julie,
So
and then
did
I would get
I.
confused.
Okay. She's saying that my bits just breed. Yes, they probably do breed. Very definitely. Okay, let's see here. Why can't I get this undone? Oh, probably because it's underneath there. Let's see. Somewhere along the way, guys, there's a video on how I did this, but it's been a while since I did it. I think that would work.
Yeah, I think it looks good. It looks like it belongs with your washi tape.
Yes, that's what I was thinking when I started pulling it out. So, how am I going to attach it? Because if I tied it on there, will it go around? Because it needs to definitely have more than one, because it's going to get fat. We know that. Wrap more than once. Yes, it will. Okay. Okay, let's lay it open. It's funny how strong tissue paper can be, by the way, guys. Tissue paper can be very strong. And this is like hand dyed with watercolor tissue paper. It matches my ribbons too, Lisa.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, if we just tie a knot in it. Okay, now let's make a bow. Okay. We have a knot and a bow. Oh, do we want to tear it? I think we want to cut it. Okay, now it probably would stay, but I'm going to put a dot of glue in it because I'm not sure it will stay. And I'd rather have a dot of glue in it than to have it come undone. And I also think I want to position it and make it stay right there. Okay. All right. Well, I just did that very wrong. Dang it. Okay. I wanted it to go the other way, I think. Yeah, I did. It's all right. I think I can fix it. Okay, so now the next thing is I think this needs something on the end of it. First, I need to get this to stay where it is. Oh, forgot to tell anybody that I got a coupon from Michael's the other day, and I got a special $5 rewards coupon, which is not because I've been spending money there, but because
Because you haven't, probably.
I haven't been spending money there. Plus, I had a 25% off coupon. And usually, you know how they can be, they don't want you to use both.
Yeah.
The rewards thing wasn't a coupon, so she let me use both. So I got 25% off, and then I got $5 off. So my $30 bottle of matte medium that I wanted only cost $18. Which
That's
I was
awesome.
very happy. Very, very happy about it because I really wanted to try it, and I don't have any matte medium at the moment, so that was a good.
Well, I did not intend originally for it to actually look like a triangle, but but it is a triangle.
Well, that's cool though. Let me put something white under it so we can. Just a minute. Let me get. I've lost my cursor. There it is. Okay. This mouse goes to sleep, so I. That's really cool. I mean, it showed up before, but when you put the white under it, you can really see the lines that are going across the circle.
Yeah. And you can see how that of course, the ones they did were a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And so the circles were bigger. And some of them went all across like this. And some of them, they had just done one circle and one circle and one circle. And then they had an extra circle over here that went into some of them, you know.
Oh.
So they had little weavings, and then they had one that was attaching somewhere also. So
how cool.
But I think with if I had a needle that was not quite as big as this and had my holes closer together,
Yeah.
the weaving would show up better, because it doesn't really show up that it's woven.
No.
It mostly just looks like I ran string across 3 different directions.
Yeah. There again, one color of thread might have done that too. Do you know what I'm saying? That you might have been weaving more with one color. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the variegated.
Your focus went completely out. There you go.
I think the variegated makes the weaving part show up less too. I agree.
Yes, it just a solid color would have been, I think, shown up more.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you folks, you can weave without a loom.
Oh, yeah.
You can weave on cardboard, you can weave on anything. I do want to start a project next time. I hadn't got my cardboard all together yet, but to do it. But I wanted to tell people, in case somebody wants to do one with me, if you've got extra yarn laying around. Let me find, what did I do with that piece of cardboard I had? I just moved it, and it's huge. I should not have lost it.
Yeah, kind of like my headset, which I picked up to bring over here and then set back down on my desk.
Okay. This is strange. It's literally, gone. It's not even on the floor somewhere. Oh, here it is.
There it is. See, it's right there.
It's right there. It was just standing up behind something. Okay, now this is an example.
Okay, we can't see it all. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Now you're doing it.
If you have, it doesn't need to be cardboard that will fold. 2 pieces of cardboard will work. In fact, it would be better, because this does not want to stay put. But I'm just using it to show you. To weave like a purse or a pouch with a flap. You need 2 pretty sturdy pieces of cardboard, one smaller than the other one, that are glued together. This, though, should be the same on both sides.
Yeah. Okay.
So that it matches. And then you warp it from here around the back to up here, and then around the front to here, and around like that.
Yeah.
And then you weave all the way around it. And when you get up here, then you just weave the back. Yeah. So that you have an opening here for a flap. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one of those and make me a loom. And you can use, you see how the cardboard's corrugated?
Yep.
This won't work very well because you can't get your pins to stick in there because of the holes.
Yeah.
So it needs to go this direction, so your pins can stick in there for you to put your yarn around. So that's something to think about if you're going to make one. Make sure your cardboard is the right direction. Both this piece and this piece need to be turned this direction in order so you can wrap your yarn around here to make your warp on there. So, hi, Joyce. Anyway,
by doing it that way, you don't have to sew it together.
right. You don't have to sew it together. All you have to do is put a button on for your flap if you want a button.
Oh,
Put a handle on it if you want a handle.
that'll be cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna work on it. The first one I do, I'm probably gonna do with just some yarn I've got laying around that's not my hand spun stuff.
Yeah.
Because I have some.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also do it with fabric strips.
Yep.
Make it like a rag rug purse.
Mm-hmm.
And you do need a fairly sturdy, especially if you're doing the rag rug thing, you need a fairly sturdy string for it. And I took my sturdy string into the living room, but and you could do it with yarn, but you want something that's not stretchy for your warp, because you don't want your warp to be stretched out and then go when you take it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a cotton would be best for the warp. Anyway.
That sounds like fun. I'm going to go to the other room, or to the other side of the room, and see if I can find something to glue to this so that it has an end. And I'll be right back.
All right. I'm going to play with this junk I threw out here from my little page then.
There. Finished your little book page. I was inking the page forever with a dry ink pad. And there we go. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you big until I get back, though.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm also going to see if the tea fairy's in the house.
There's what I did last week.
Oh, yeah. That is so cool. I'll be right back.
Okay. Trying to find a page that I want to work on. Maybe this. This I can use to kind of pull the color. It's not exactly the same. This is a darker green, but it at least pulls green over. I got this old card. I can't remember if I found these or if somebody sent them to me. I love it. Hot Point automatic home laundry. Anyway. And a date nut bar recipe. I may say that. Date nut bars sound... I like date nut bars. There's a bakery here in town that makes wonderful date nut bars. But I've never tried to make any. Anyway, I'm going to keep that. I might remember that I want to do that if I have it. I'm just trying to put some stuff in the background. Yeah. I mean, I've got such a background you can't even see the green after doing that.
Oh, I know where I can go.
Okay, I'm going to just glue those down. I'm just going to decide that's what I'm doing and glue them down. And just because I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to be overthinking it today. Thanks, Barbara. I enjoyed doing that last week. It was a little fiddly to get that thing to stay together and be strong enough that I didn't feel like I was going to break it. while I was working with it, but it worked. As you know, stronger twigs might be better. See, I've already forgotten how I was doing this. Oh well. It's going to be whatever it is.
Lisa, say something because I think my headset went dead while I went to the other side.
I'm here. Do you hear me?
Yeah, she's talking and it's not working. So let's figure out what happened.
I'm trying. I don't know. This is just a background, so I'm going to just be happy with it, not fret, because it's not really the focus of everything anyway. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Can you hear me, Tanya?
I can now.
Okay, good.
I had to disconnect everything and reconnect everything because it just for some reason decided to quit working. And then I had on the wrong glasses, so I couldn't see the screen, which is, standard procedure. And then I realized after going to the other side of the room, of course, I did get the tea fairy to get me tea. I have stuff right here on my spinning rack that I forgot about. So I probably didn't have to get up in the first place. Oh, but he didn't give me my tea.
We won't tell anybody.
Okay, I'm going to leave this here this time, and I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to scrape this off because it was making it really hard for me to get the lid off this time.
More importantly, don't tell anybody that he did give me my tea and I set it down on the desk.
Okay. I won't tell anybody. In fact, I'll probably forget.
Don't tell anybody that. That's just, yeah. Okay. Don't think I like that. Oh, no.
Okay, question.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Is the heart up at the top too much? Or should I take one off the bottom? I feel like there should only be 3 of those things on there.
I was going to say, there is too much. I'm not sure which one is too much.
I feel like it's that one.
Yeah, I do too. I like that better. I like that much better.
Okay. We're going to let it just sit there while I think about the other side.
Okay, Food Fairy is working on lunch, and 5 more fussy cut pieces to cut out, and I'm finished. Mm-hmm. Julie said, but she loved the heart. So you left the heart, but took one of the others off, which is probably
I like the heart too. I didn't want to.
don't know if I want to use one of those. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, I think we could find something in here to use. I'm betting.
Those are
Here's
too
a
much
little-
samey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Most definitely too much samey.
Okay. I like this, so I'm just going to leave that. And then
Okay. Then
I may
figure
just
it out.
stick this under there and let that be the focal point on that page.
Uh-huh.
Although it looks better like this, and the other can be a surprise. But now I feel like it needs words.
You need something.
It needs something. It needs something.
Mhm. Something. Okay, I got some flip-flops. I got a little knotted rope. There's a leaf. There's a cupid. I don't think the cupid goes, but that's beside the point. Oh, there's a giant bee.
Okay. I'm going to start by gluing this stuff down, and then I'll go from there. That's what I was thinking, Barbara.
What?
To put some words on the
The
card.
5 of clubs, yeah. Mm-hmm. I tend to agree with her. Oh, there's an alligator.
Well, alligator sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really go with the dragonflies.
Oh, I didn't notice you had dragonflies.
Yeah, there's dragonflies on the front. So
Oh, okay.
I think that we'll just do something like that. Oh, maybe that one. I kind of like that one better. It's a little more intricate. Although, I wonder if I could get that on there. Yes. Oh, goody. Okay. Oh, I like that. Yes, that's working. That's working. Yes. Okay. It's working. Then.
Okay, now we need some words.
And I have to go get tools now because I used a piece of wire and it won't cut with my scissors. I had to pick up the thickest wire in the drawer, you know. It just had to. Okay.
Okay, where did I put the words from last week? Or a week before last, or 2 months ago? Wherever I had words last.
Isn't that the way it always is, though? Whenever I had words last.
Okay, brain.
Remember what I told you the last time we had wire out? Always hold the ends.
So it don't pop into your eye.
Fly into your eye. Yep. Because it will, just because it, it just does. Jeff goes to me, "Where's Brandon?" And I'm like, and he goes, "Where's your car?" Brandon, we have one of Jeff's dad's cars over here because I can't drive mine, so I could drive it, but it could lead me on the side of the road or in the middle of the road someday with all the pieces blowing up. So I just said, nope, I won't drive it. I'll just drive this silly Kia. Oh, it worked.
Yay!
I have to put some glue on it, and then I'll do I'll change the focus so you can actually see it better. But
Well, I found some words. Now we'll see if any of them say anything I want them to say.
there you go. That's what happens. Okay, let's see here. Where's my camera and my settings and the focus and the autofocus and okay, come on, focus now. See, I made this little dangle and it's wrapped with wire underneath this little piece.
Okay, so, very cute.
It'll hang on there. I like how it came out. Okay, so now when you close this up, it will go like this around that way, and then it will tuck in there.
Okay, I'm going to go with this.
Okay, what does it say?
It says, choose to see the good. I'm going to put it right on that.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
And then this one for the next page says, come what may.
Oh, yeah.
So even if you get a page you think, you just choose to see the good.
There you go. A lot of times we go, yeah, I was not happy with this last week, but I'm okay with it now. So now I have all of these things that really should have something on them to make them happy. So I have this little bowl full of stuffs. So we could put stuffs on there.
Okay, here's my pages.
Oh, yeah. I like them.
And yet it survives your dislike. I love it.
Yeah, it takes, sometimes you just have to leave it. Like, okay, and that composition book I tore apart. I mean, it just was never, ever going to be something I liked. It just wasn't. So that's okay. But I took the pages that I did like out and I'm using them for other things, which is cool. And now I'm happy. Okay, so I think we're going to need some little charms on the bottom of these, even though if I put that one's supposed to hold other things, so I don't think that's going to work.
You were talking about taking a composition book apart, and it reminded me I wanted to take this apart.
One you're going to throw away, or
No, it's just a book I got when I was at the thrift store with my brother. I found this. It's just a journal.
A journal?
But it's never been written in completely. And it's sewn in.
Okay.
So I can just take the pages out and do something else with them.
Okay.
Because I'm probably not going to work on pages this big. I've got a journal that I started to make a commonplace book out of that was this big. And I have not.
And we have found we don't like those big journals,
Yeah. We have found this to be true.
Okay, now I have to figure out what I did with. Okay, I need a piece of sturdy thread is what I kind of need, I think.
Oops, there's a nice ribbon came out of the middle of it.
These are probably not, they might go through some of these pieces like that one, but I'm pretty sure I'm never going to get that through there easily. So I'm going to go get a piece of waxed linen that I can use like a needle threader.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem with this is that it was sewn and then glued in.
Yep.
So I'm not going to be able to keep all the pages and keep them all in order.
No.
So now that I know that, I'm not going to worry about trying to do that. I'm just going to start in the middle of the signature and cut the signatures apart.
They're making their noisy way down the path. I thought about getting a piece of wire, but trying to pull wire is hard on your hand. So I'm just gonna get a piece of this, because what I will do then is stick the two ends through. I'm gonna use this one through there, and that gives me this little loop, and I will put the ribbon through the loop, and then I can just pull that ribbon through there like that. I've had to do this before with other things. Eventually, if you're not careful, you can break your thread. It's not uncommon. And I suppose I don't need a whole bunch of stuff on there, so I need some little charms to dangle at the bottom. I don't want these quite as long as they are, so we're gonna just put them.
I'm going to end up with pages glued together. I may have to make something out of it like that. I'll have to figure that out later, but
That might be fun.
yeah, it might
Yeah,
be.
Barbara. I mean, I probably, if I hunted, have a needle threader. Okay, I'm sure I do, but I have never liked them because they don't let you pull very hard, honestly, and I've always found it just easier to use something else. Now, a piece of good, really good sewing thread will work, and I have done that before, but usually I just use wax linen because I like it best. It's easier on your hand, and okay, so that's just
Did you see what your sister said
yes, and
about
I'm going to
cataract
address that in a
surgery?
second. Yep, and you'll be glad you did it, Lisa. The one thing I will tell you is, unless you really think you can deal with it, do not do the one eye close and one eye far away. I know people who wear contacts that way, and they're okay with it. But both Jeff and I chose not to, and I'm really glad I did. I think it would have driven me nuts. But that is totally up to the person.
My
but I would
brother was
submit,
supposed to have it done that way,
and they
and
didn't.
they forgot.
Oh no.
So they did them both far away, and so he uses readers, and he's perfectly happy. But he was pretty irritated when he found out they didn't do what they told him they were going to do, and they're the ones who talked him into it.
Yeah, distance in both eyes is more than worth it. Now, because I have had such an extreme stigmatism, I have kind of expensive lenses in my eyes, but I'll tell you, I'll just flat out tell you, I paid $1,200 per extra per eye to do what I did. But used to be when I would go get a pair of glasses, they cost me $1,700. So, and I would have to have glasses at least every 2 years because they were getting that bad. So I saved money by spending money. Is the deal, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It would have driven me nuts, Barbara. I really think I would have been very, very unhappy with trying to do that kind of distance close thing. But I have a friend who wears contacts, and that's how her contacts are. One is distance and one is close. So did I get multifocal lenses? No. That's why I have, okay, here's the deal. I read with these. I look at the computer with these. I have these things laying everywhere. They're just cheap ones. But, and I will tell you that I have blue lens. I spent some extra money on some cheap readers. I mean, they were, like $5 instead of $1. That have that blue light lens in them. And if I'm on the computer for very long, I use them because it really makes a difference for me. My eyes get very dry if I read for very long. But no, I have everything is distance, Lisa. But yeah, my lenses are just strictly because of how bad my stigmatism was. Has nothing to do with. They just gave me. I have like. I think I have like 20. Which one? Which number is the better one? It's a little better than 20/20. That's what it is for distance.
And that's after
Yeah.
your surgery.
Yeah, that's after my surgery. But my eyes were really, really bad before. So, it's one of those things that I certainly have been happy with. Uh, I will tell you that I miss my close-up vision because I do so much close-up, making beads, doing this, but the fact that I don't have to have glasses, I could do this without glasses. It's just so fuzzy. And these are not my good readers, which would be better to do this because it's close, but they're for the computer so I can see chat. The other thing was I was wearing bifocals because I couldn't see the dashboard of the car and distance with my glasses. I had to have a bifocal just to see, like, if I wanted to sew or even driving, I had to have my bifocals to drive. So my sunglasses had to be bifocals. I couldn't just wear sunglasses in the car. So, and my vision, the way my stigmatism worked, if my frames, one computer, one driving, one tint for sunglasses, yeah, that's the thing. I had to have a pair of sunglasses and a pair of regular glasses every time I went, and so therefore I was spending $3,400 every time I had to get new glasses. And if the frames were not exactly the same and the cut was not exactly the same, I could not transfer between the glasses. It took a long time to figure out why I had so much trouble seeing. But now the other problem is I have glaucoma, so now, and so that's been something they're watching very closely, but that has nothing to do with my cataract surgery. One of my cataracts was also in my eye sideways.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, it was really bad. And quite frankly, that was my second eye. It was a good thing I knew that wasn't the norm, because I could hear him talking about it. He called his what do you call them? Their training, to see what was going on, because my eye, that cataract was so deep in my eye and it was going sideways. He said he'd never seen one like that before, but it definitely was not comfortable.
Well, that doesn't sound comfortable.
No, but I would tell you, Lisa, I will tell you that it's the best thing I ever did. I got distance vision. Yes, I paid extra, but that was fine. It's been very well worth it. Being able to see and not have to wear glasses all the time. I don't watch much television, but I can sit and watch television without having my glasses on. I'm extremely light sensitive. That's why I had to have such dark sunglasses. Okay, I did glue these satin ribbons a little bit on the knot just because. I won't have to with these silk ribbons. And this is taking a while, but anytime you start putting stuff on ribbon, it takes a while.
Yeah. Okay, so here's some paper I can tea dye or coffee dye or something, and
ooh, fun. And I like that. Wasn't just a journal, that was more like a
it was a ledger.
Yeah.
They just called it a journal, but it has the, the painted sides.
Yeah. Oh man, cool.
But then I have these pages that are all glued together.
Well, that's that. Well,
So
then
there's
that'll give
something,
you a bigger piece if you want to do something different.
yeah. And they have, some space
Mm-hmm.
because I took out all the in between pages. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with any of it, but I knew I was going to take it apart because this cover was so ugly.
Yeah.
It was like, yuck.
Yeah, like it was. Now you could have done something to the cover, but taking it apart works too.
Yeah. Well, I know I probably won't ever do anything with it this big, and so there
Yeah.
was no reason to leave it. And even this one, I'm thinking I might cut in half and glue it together.
Yeah.
To make it, and it would be kind of square, which would be fun. It wouldn't be exactly square, but it would be close.
That would be kind of fun, yeah. I like square, you know that.
I do. I do.
My husband gets migraines, so he's extremely light sensitive at that point of the day, but and he can't sleep with the light coming in the morning, but so he puts them down, but he knows that if he puts them down, he has to put them back up because I do not like living in a cave. It's one of those things he has to do. He has to put the shades back up, but he lives through it. Unless he's got a migraine, and then we just have to put him down. It's just, that's all there is to it.
Yeah. So then you live through it.
Yeah, he did find out some things about his migraines the other day, though. He has to go yearly to the VA. It's most of the time we don't use the VA doctors simply because there are too many people out there who need them, and we have other insurance so that we don't have to have them. And I mean, there are people who just can't afford what we can.
Yeah.
So he tries, we use outside doctors most of the time, but once a year he has to go. There's just no other choice about it because he gets his hearing aids through the VA, and we just can't afford those. Insurance does not pay for hearing aids, so it's a requirement that we just have to have the VA do that.
Huh.
And so he was there. He could cut one square and one square and one narrow. Yeah, that would work.
I'm gonna tape these circles
back in. Ooh, yep. Mm-hmm.
And then it will show up better.
Anyway, so he had his yearly with the VA doctor. And of course, he's got a new one because every time he goes, he has a new one. And this guy realized that he was not taking, the neurologist had told him to take something called Migranol, which is an herbal supplement, which I was real surprised when a neurologist suggested this is something to do. I have to order it. There's no place in town to buy it. Anyways, Jeff had on his list that he takes this, and he takes one a day. And the doctor says, well, you're supposed to be taking 3 of these a day.
Oh, dear.
So he's switching over to 3 a day so that hopefully it will be helpful because he's been having a lot of migraines. It's been bad. I think part of it is the heat, but part of it is just, stress too.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was like, oh, well, yeah. And so we look at the back of the bottle and yep, it says 3. Like, okay. Oh, Jeffrey. I'm just looking for another little charm that I can tie on here because,
There we go. I like that better.
Yes, I do too. Yeah, Barbara, the hearing aids are very expensive, although they've come down in price some. And I, I think it's every 4 years the VA will replace Jeff's. As a matter of fact, we had some problems while we were on our trip, and one hearing aid went out, and we were in West Virginia, and we went to the local. I called, and they had an audiology department at the closest big town that we were near. Went in and they fixed it for us. No big deal. So we get to New York, and the other one does the same exact thing. But in New York, we can't find a single place that will take him because he's not on their register, which the people in West Virginia had no trouble pulling him up on their database. So we just can't figure out why that is. It's a national database. So
They didn't want to look for it very hard. That's what it is.
that was probably what it was. Anyway, so he got it fixed as soon as we got home. But this year is it's time for a new set. So in November he has audiology that he has to go do, and he'll get new ones.
Well,
Which
I'm done.
to get them, you're done.
I'm done. I'm done for today. Oh,
Okay.
my goodness. I'm sorry.
Do you want to get off, or do you want
I'll
to
stay on until 4. I have to get off at 4 anyway, but
Okay.
I'll stay on and visit with you, but I'm just not going to do anything. This could just sit there.
Well, I'm doing something so exciting, right?
Well, at least you're doing something. I'm just sitting here. I'm done.
Well, that's okay. It's okay to be done. So, but I really like how it turned out too.
Oh, I was going to show y'all. Let me go get it and show you.
Okay.
Some of that wool that I dyed, the weird pink and purple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've got some of it spun into singles. I thought I'd bring it and show you
Okay.
because it looks
You would
very
like-
different.
We would like that, wouldn't we? Okay, a few more. Got 2 more strings. She's fussy cutting while something. But anyways, Jeff waited all day for this appointment. His I think his appointment was at 12:30, and he finally saw the guy at 4:00. 4:30. But then the guy talked to him until 6:30. So he was there for a long time. I think we could get that one on there. We're gonna try it anyways.
I don't know how many of y'all remember seeing that wool that I did, but this is what it looks like spun up into singles.
That is gorgeous.
And I'm almost finished with the third one, and then I'm going to ply them together into a 3-ply yarn. But let me get out the thing to show you kind of what it looked like for if there's somebody here who didn't see what it looked like. Because
Well, but it's even though I saw it before, I still would like to see it because you forget.
yeah, you do.
Plain and simple, you forget.
Okay. Well, yeah, trying to find. Okay, I think this was part of the second dye badge.
Oh yes,
This is-
I remember. I remember it now so much more. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what is left that I'm not spinning out of this batch. And this was just some smaller pieces that were in there with it. But I braided them up and then dyed them in a braid. And so they came back, looking all modeled
Uh-huh.
like this.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd show you what, and this one has a lot more white in it than this one did. But show you what they look like once they're spun because it's completely different.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's
Now
it looks mostly shades of purple.
yeah.
Um,
Now with
but
that single, you're gonna oh, the word just went out of my brain cells.
ply it.
Ply it. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got one more that I'm working on right now, and then I'm
Mhm.
gonna ply 3 of them together to make a 3-ply yarn.
Okay. That is
Um,
gorgeous.
anyway, I've got, and then this is the turquoise one that I did the same way.
Uh-huh. But you haven't started spinning that one yet, right?
No, and I
I was
may
thinking,
spin my avocado dyed wool first before I do that
ah,
one, just because I'm thinking I'm going to use my drum carder and do some kind of color graduation thing on the drum carder. Um,
um, Alaska Lisa, were you here when she showed that avocado? I don't think she was. I
okay, I'll
think,
grab it and show her.
yeah, I'll grab it because I think she came in later than.
Okay, I did 2 batches. One batch with just tap water, and
Oh,
I
she
had.
says she was, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, I don't need to bother then.
well,
Anyway, I
I'll
think I'm
tell
gonna find a way to put it all together.
yeah, I think that would be pretty with the grays with those more
Yeah,
richer tones. Yeah.
because when I look at this, I really like those together.
Yeah, yeah, I think they'll be really pretty together.
But I think it'll be fun to add these in too.
Add the lighter colored ones in. Yeah.
There just
Well,
won't be, near as much of it. So
no, and so it'll just be a little bit in there. So
just some highlights, I guess you would say.
Lisa says never hurts to see it twice. That's true.
Well, that was fun. It was fun to try it that way. But I wasn't thinking about how much dye superwash soaks up and how much it would take away from the other.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes.
Because I don't work with superwash very often. I don't really like it to spin it
Yeah.
because it just doesn't feel the same. But it sure does dye pretty.
I was gonna say, yeah. I have to tell you that I did finally get the bulk of my sweater thing, whatever you want to call it, the cocoon thing that you made one of, and I started one.
Oh yeah,
Um, I did get the bulk of it done, stitched up the sides so that I can work on the sleeves.
awesome.
Um, I'm working on the sleeves, but that'll take a little while because somewhere along the line I have to remember how to make a ribbing. You know how that goes.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
yeah,
Why don't you
yeah.
go back to where you're up on the screen too,
Oh, okay.
since you're
Real wool
actually
is
doing
much nicer
something.
to feel. Real wool is much nicer to feel. Yeah. Oops, that's just me.
Well, that's okay.
Well, I guess yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it
just
just
sitting here, so it's fine for it to just be on you. I'll just be a background noise.
yeah, background noise. Okay. Well, I'm almost done actually finishing my little book. I put a closure on it. I put um I put the pages in it, and now
Put
I'm
some
about
jewelry
to
on it.
finish putting some jewelry on it. I'm about to put the last jewelry on it, and pretty much it's all recycled stuff.
That's awesome.
I guess the washi tape's not recycled. These, just an FYI, the stuff I've been using right here, back, when I used to order whole bags of stuff for my kits and things.
Yeah.
There was a company I used, off and on, fairly often. They had sample cards that they would send you for free. And this whole little thing came off of different sample cards that I had gotten over the years. And I don't know, a year or so ago, I cut them all off because I'm not ordering that kind of stuff anymore. And I wasn't going to throw them away.
Right.
For sakes. I mean, there's only one of each thing. So, it's not like I can do a big project or anything, but they work perfect for this kind of thing. I mean, they'd work.
Plus, you're using something that other
Yeah.
people would throw away.
Yeah. So, it was like, okay, yeah. So we got a cardboard box. We got pages that came out of either my scrap drawer or that recycled project. We got ribbons that came off the recycled project. This was recycled tissue paper that I dyed, but then turned into that, and that's from a video a long time ago. There's my journal jewelry.
Very cool.
I'm happy. I'm happy. So
looks good.
Yeah. And since you're gonna go, I'm probably gonna go now too, because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Of course, it did not help that, like I said, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and could not go back to sleep. I just absolutely couldn't go back to sleep, and that's just, it doesn't help.
Well, and then the dishwasher episode didn't help either.
Oh yes. Oh, you guys didn't hear. I told Lisa before I came on. I've had one of those weeks. I've known my car was not happy. It's been leaking transmission fluid and it leaks oil, but we have been just filling it up, knowing that eventually Brandon's going to have to do some serious work to it. Except that this week I found out serious work isn't going to fix it. I'm going to have a new engine or a new car. I went to pull up to the stoplight. I had done a couple of things, and I went to pull up to the stoplight, and my oil pressure went from 3540 to 0, 3540 0, and 0 is not good.
No, 0 is not good. Well, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay,
you can. I'll let you finish your talk, but I gotta go. Yeah. Love you all.
Love you, hon. Love you. Be careful, hon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
And I'm so glad Ethan. Okay, you guys don't know, but Ethan got into a very perfect program for Ethan, and he worked really hard to take the test and got very good grades on the test and got into this engineering type program that's really cool. Anyhow, so come to find out, I'm either going to have a new engine or a new car. And the new engine might mean I have to have a new transmission too. So I don't know what that's going to do. But then today, I put the dishwasher to wash about 11:30. And all of a sudden, it's making a weird noise and leaking all over the floor. So I guess I'm going to have a new dishwasher too. Which is not something I planned on. So it's not been a really good week. It's like, oh, okay, just what I needed. So, and it's not a big deal about the car because, we'll either figure something out. And I do have another car I can drive temporarily. I just don't like it. Patrick has news. There may still be a job change, but he will not be discharged. Oh, I'm so glad about that. Are they still keeping him from not flying? If you don't know, Patrick is my nephew and one of Lisa's twins, and he's in the Air Force. I'm just waiting for Lisa to answer me. There again, he was in the job he really wanted, and now then he's still on not flying. Well, and I know he's disappointed about that, but at least they're not going to discharge him. That's the big thing. So, anyways, guys, Anne is on. I am tired. I got my little journal finished. I made my little journal page. Really happy now. I was not happy with this before I put the edges on. Putting the edges on makes a difference. So, anyways, I'll see you guys all next week. Yeah, yeah. We are going off for a couple weeks later on. We just have to. We just need to. I am not going to go to my class reunion, though. We've made a decision. It's too long. Yes, I imagine his mood did improve dramatically. Thanks, Julie. Um, we just can't be gone that long. Too much is going on here, and we're not going to go very far away. We're just going to go up to Alabama and spend a couple weeks by ourselves and take it easy. But that way we can get back in a day's time if we have to, or just I can get in the one. Either one of us could get in the Jeep and just drive home quickly. Um, Anyhow, so guys, we'll see you next Sunday, and I love you all, and I'm so glad you came, and have fun. Bye.